Hi everyone, it's Cherry Enchantress. I'm here with another pick a pile, pick a stone, a crystal reading for your twin flame. This time we're going to dive into the subject of, are you guys coming out of separation already? Now I feel that a lot of you in the collective are about to come out of separation. So I have three piles here, pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Pile 1, these are going to be live shuffles, so that's why I just decided to choose a stone for you to connect with. That will be your live reading. This is the Apatite. Pile 2 is Lapis Lazuli. And pile 3 is the Desert Rose. Really not a stone, but it's very unique. I think it's very special. It looks so dry, but I feel like it has a lot of love energy in it. All right, so let's take a deep breath. Close your eyes, release your breath. Open your eyes and let them drift to the stone that is calling you. Let's begin. So for pile 1, the Apatite, let's call upon the energy here of the romantic fairy and see if the romantic fairy can give us any clues if you guys are coming out. I say you guys, you as a couple are coming out of separation. You know, take this as it applies. This is not going to apply for everyone because not everyone's in a twin flame relationship and not everyone is in separation. But I know a lot of you are. Alright, let's see. We have material attachment. So your love life right now is being affected by too much focus on visible trappings. So it still doesn't mean that you're not coming out, but it looks like there's been a holdup thus far anyway, because one or the other of you are too fixated on physical appearances, that looking a certain way to the outside world, keeping up with the Joneses, that kind of thing. Too focused on your reputation, 3D contracts and rules and regulations. Let's see if you're going to have any progress coming up with the Faery Forecast. Is there what is coming into the future of this situation? Let's see, we have summer. So maybe not now, but summer, and that's not too far away. So there could be an interesting shift in the summertime. Maybe you'll start to make some plans. Maybe something will shift, because I feel like this has been what your energy has been for a while now, you know. And summer is talking about this feeling of, summer just feels really good, doesn't it? It's warm. It's the season of to bask in joy and light, and to rise up and open your wings and to shine, to strut your stuff and to enjoy recognition of all your efforts. And it's a season of getting passionate as well. So let's see now. Let's see what your Moonology Oracle has to say. What kind of energy are we getting? So despite whatever the moon phase is right now in real time for you, we can always get an interesting message from the Moonology Oracle that will guide you to letting you know, are you coming out of separation? Oh, that looked like it wanted to flip. Let me see what this one is. A time for healing. We'll take that. I think there's a period right now of healing, and the balsamic moon is a growing moon, so there, I feel like something is developing. It may not be happening at this moment in time. For those of you watching in real time, it's happening in summer. Some of you might already be in summer, and maybe if this is the time for healing. So let me go ahead and get an energy oracle too. So let's see what your energy oracle has to say. Is this couple number 1? That was the Apatite coming out of separation. So you have envy. I don't think I've ever gotten this card. There could be a third party or some external energy that is causing this to not to be to have a sort of a stall because of envy. So maybe there's somebody that's envious of your relationship, that's trying to slow things down for you. Let's see what we can get. So this is lack and dissatisfaction. This is also an energy that you can work on in yourself, you know. Anytime you are disappointed, you know, try to switch those energies around in your mind, and don't see it as a disappointment, but see it as an opportunity. I know it's really hard because things can be so, you know, you build up hopes so strongly, and then those hopes are dashed. But ultimately, it's about your personal growth, and you don't want anything to affect that in a negative way. So keep on the focus of good in your life, even if there is somebody trying to prevent your union. She is this kind of shadowy, kind of unattractive. I mean, I shouldn't say unattractive, but sort of like not to say unattractive, just grayed is what I was trying to say. A gray, washed out kind of energy here. And then on the other side is a lit up, and it's beautiful, but you have to get past her. So you have to find a way beyond this energy to get past this energy. And so I'll go in more detail about her. She's holding a huge pearl in one hand and a platter of coins in another hand. So platter of coins and pearls in the other hand. And she stands in a silver room looking out at a golden city. So I was taking this not as silver, but more as being washed out and dull. But there's that silver and gold energy here. She has a life of value already, but she ignores that and longs for this shining prosperity she sees elsewhere. Instead of feeling happy and fulfilled, her desire for more only causes a deep sense of lack and dissatisfaction, and that energy shows in her dress. This card is telling you to let go of the jealousy and acknowledge the blessings you already have in your life. Now is the time to shift your focus. After all, when you envy others, it only attracts more to them and not to you. Notice all you have and thank the universe for it. If this card is near, so if this card is near certain other cards, it'll affect it. But we just have this one card standing alone. And the affirmation here is saying, I let go of lack. I look at the blessings in my life with joy and satisfaction, and I am glad. So I think with envy and material attachment, there's this energy of somebody wishing they had more, or not feeling ever satisfied with what they already have. That doesn't necessarily have to be you and your twin flame and your divine counterpart. That could be a third party that's interfering and can't see your connection or can't see anything beyond the material world, you know. And she may be very tied maybe to your partner's money and to the finances of their situation. So that's very possible here. So that, and I was about to say heal, it needs to be healed, and that is true too. It needs to be healed. All right, so let's see what the wisdom of the oracle says to heal this. Let's see. All right, we have breathe. That's a good one. Okay, so with breathe, here's what you need to do. There's nothing really you can do about your counterpart, and there's really nothing you can do about any third party, whether it's just the pure energy of this wanting more, or if it's a person interfering, whatever it may be. There is some kind of financial 3D power that's stronger right now than the power to bring you two together, at least at this point. But summer here is giving us a clue. There is a summer possibility. There's always the future possibility, especially if you change things around right now and focus on positive manifesting. So breathe. Patience and waiting and going slowly, and wellness and meditation and trust. So don't be in too much of a hurry right now. The heart needs time to open. Just take a breath and let nature take its course. Release constriction and anxiety, for there's no need for tension. Savor moments and wait. You know, the waiting won't be so difficult if you just kind of just enjoy every moment that goes through your world, you know, your life. All the little touches and smiles and sunny days and parties you go to and trips to the beach and things like that. Just savor those things and enjoy it. Your heart knows what the ego often resists learning. So patience pays off in deep and meaningful ways. Remember, this is attached to ego, and this is attached to ego also. If you resonate with it as your energy, if you know, are having a bit of a self-realization, or, you know, self-knowledge about yourself, that you get into this lack mentality, then you are in a good place to fix it. You know, you're in a good place to change it around. If you acknowledge that it's not exactly you that are bringing this energy, that it might be from either your counterpart or an outside source, you can still help it by focusing on yourself and focusing on the precious moments of your day and not of lack mentality. All right, let's see what let's see. I'm gonna find out from the angel answers. Maybe we can find out if the timing is summer. So let's first get some general energy here. So yeah, it has to do with your faith in this. If you believe, then things can manifest in exactly the way that you desire. So let's see if when this timing will happen. Yeah, in the near future. So I feel that represents possibly in the summer, and that's really exciting because you've been dealing, I just feel like all this other energy is things that you've been dealing with maybe for a while now, you know, and now finally things are shifting. Your faith has created the timing that will work for you. So possibly summertime for you. And let's see let's see what the tarot has to say. All right, you have the Eight of Pentacles. So there's a bit of walking away. No, it's not walking away. Sorry, I'm thinking Cups. There's a bit of assessing. These cards are a little bit different than I'm used to. But it's a time of assessment, all right? So that's good. You have built up the skills here, the manifestation skills to bring this in. I feel like you are overcoming these negative, materialistic ties. Although the Eight of Pentacles, Pentacles represents the materialism and the physical, but I feel like it's just going to be an assessment. I feel like that's really going to be what shifts for you. You're going to see yourself, even right now or sometime in the future, you're going to see yourself exactly. Look, the Hanged Man is all about your enlightenment, you know, seeing things from a different point of view. The Hangman often shows a head glowing because this crown chakra is now vibrating with this clarity of what you need to do. You also have Judgment, which is, even if you don't go about this activity or this clearing or this, you know, shifting your into a more positive manifestation, universe is definitely going to help you with that, or a universe is going to bring you two together. You know, it may be even a case of whether you're ready or not, you know, the universe will bring you together, because there is a time situation that is happening here. It looks like it's drawing very near. All right, so let's see what your charms have to say. It's a time for healing, but summertime, definitely feeling summer vibes, okay, for you. And we may not get timing for every single pile, so I feel like you're specifically blessed to have timing come out for you. All right, we have the Rider. See, I knew something coming up soon. A visitor, news, two becoming one. A hug is within reach. And keep asking the question why, because that will help get you down to the point of why you attach to certain material things, or why are you doing things this certain way that you're doing them. Then we have Flounder, which is the best friend. This person's going to be by your side, supportive and honest with you, whoever they may be, somebody, a friend that will help you through this. Then you have, and it could be your counterpart. You have Spirit here, that's your guide. I feel like too, with the cross, it could represent also, religion is a good example of both spirituality and the constructs of 3D rites and rituals. And you can have both. You can have a combination of both. I feel like what you discovered and what you end up doing to get there will be a combination of both. You've got love, you have the bottle, champagne or wine, some kind of celebration. You have Saint, Joan of Arc. Joan of Arc, she'll give the feminine strength. Pisces is a lot like the Hanged Man, do you know? It's intuitive, and, you know, being able to trust your intuition and know when the timing is right. You will get certain downloads and certain directions to go where you need to go. You may not be consciously aware of these directions, but keep your heart and mind open, because Spirit is guiding you. There's also a case of children maybe in this situation. You might have children with this person. There's initials J, S, and A, and then my two firstborn babies. They're 6 years apart, but this is how they looked at about the similar ages. All right, so that's it for pile 1. I hope you like that. Thumbs up if you like it. Feel free to comment below. Please subscribe if you're new to the channel, and big hugs to my subscribers. Thank you so much for coming out. Appreciate it so much. And my members, I love you so much. Big kiss to my members. Hey, I had a members night only last night for Cinco de Mayo, but and, you know, my beautiful Mystic Mountain Dance Amanda came out, and we had really good one-on-one time. So you guys be like on the lookout for more of these kinds of surprises and fun events just for my members, okay? Well, if you need anything, just check out my email address at the bottom of the description box to get private readings from me, and just email me if there's anything else that you need. I'm going to move on to the next. So we have pile 2 with the Lapis Lazuli. Let's see what the romantic fairy has to say about ending separation. Are you about to come to an end of your separation? Let's see. Ooh, you have bonding. As you get to know each other, you discover many things in common. So that could be a yes. Is separation ending? Well, so far it appears maybe yes, because it's all about getting to know each other. That's part of the journey. So yeah, and getting to know each other in the physical could represent this separation, the physical separation ending. All right, so let's see what the Faery Forecast has to say. What might be happening in the future here? Let's see what we have. Ooh, the Fairy King is here. This is your Divine Masculine. And I feel like, or this is you, if you're the Divine Masculine. This is your counterpart, if you're the Divine Feminine. Put yourself where you see yourself. This could be a part of you that you're working on. The Fairy King represents maybe the yang energy of yourself. But in a general sense, he's like a sorcerer, a magician, a wizard, and the Divine Masculine. It could be somebody who's coming into your life, which is, you know, your person could be coming into your life very soon. And it can also represent a catalyst or a guide, like a guru or a teacher. It can represent your love interest, but it can also be like a spirit guide. So one of the messages here for the Fairy King and the fairies in general is that fairies are spirit guides, just like angels and just like ancestors and just like pets and other entities. Fairies here too to guide you along the way. So there could be a fairy energy here that's helping you get close to your counterpart and this separation. It also represents yang energy and action. So either you or somebody else is taking some action. So let's see about your Moonology. No matter what time of year it is, it's always nice to get a Moonology message. Ooh, oh, see? An end of a tough cycle. Definitely. So the end of this cycle is here for you. This means separation is ending. Excellent. And some of you might resonate with Capricorn. It could also represent, it could really represent the ending happens around a full moon in Capricorn, or that it happens around a full moon in general. So just keep that thought open and loose and playing in your minds, because that's very possible here. Let's see what your energy oracle has to say. So is separation ending? Yes, you have victory. Victory is almost like enough said. What else do I have to say about victory? Victory is just, you know, everything that you've worked for actually coming true. The one thing that it does say, victory does say, is don't rest on your laurels. I like that. It's kind of funny, but yeah, like once you achieve something or attain something, it doesn't mean you stop working at it or on it. But yeah, this is achievement, and it shows a beautiful spirit that's holding a golden wreath, acknowledgement of your achievements. Success is on its way, and you have a sense of pride in what you've worked to accomplish. The achievement may be a greater outer success, or it could be a deep inner change that you've been exerting a lot of effort toward. Enjoy this sense of accomplishment, but be careful not to rest upon your laurels, as it said. And there still might be more inner work to do, but so enjoy the victory and realize that there's more to come. So that is totally happening for you guys. Let's see now. Let's kind of get a general angel answers. What is coming up? I mean, we have the end of a cycle with your divine masculine and victory at hand. And this bonding feels like definitely a physical connection, but it's definitely something that where you're actually getting to know each other, maybe in a very tangible way that you maybe didn't have before, or maybe did have it before and you just went into a separation, and that can be hard too. You have compromise. So compromise is, I feel like, maybe part of this what you're doing as you're bonding. It's like a little dance, you know, and you have abundance as well. So that's really wonderful, like victory and abundance, because you're meeting each other halfway, because you're accepting each other for who you are. You know, this is very mature energy, and I feel like that's how you bring that in. Okay. And so let's see now what your wisdom of the oracle has to say. How's this going? What? I love the wisdom of the oracle. It's very profound. Let's see. Oh, you got new life. Very nice. So definitely a new phase in your romance is happening. And it's going to make you feel joyful and new, and like a new little born baby. It's feeling like you can do this. And I feel like those of you who've been connected and then had to separate and now are reconnecting, are now at a higher level. So you're also ascending in a sense. This new life to me represents sort of this ascension of really, you know, knowing yourself and knowing each other, even in a higher level, you know? So this is birth of new ideas, growth, opportunities, a breath of fresh air, and life renewing itself. New energy enters old relationships, or, you know, a new relationship is bursting with sweetness and vibrancy, only encountered when winter gives way to spring. And actually, had to be honest, the winter card did come out with a fairy king, but I just like, oh, we don't need to talk about winter right now. But that's kind of this feeling that you're gonna get, like this winter into spring feeling, like the winter of your life is over. The separation represents winter and it's over. So very nice. This is a time to connect with others, share excitement, passion, and hearts full of joy. It's a very auspicious sign, and yeah, so it's auspicious for love of all kinds and partnerships. So that is wonderful. Let's see what our tarot has to say to finish this very nice reading off about Your separation coming to an end. Whoop. You have the Ace of Pentacles. See, you're coming into you're coming into a place where, look, you got the Prince of Swords, so he's coming towards you. So maybe your fairy king is coming in your direction and ready to build upon this, a new beginning. Aces are new. It's about a new life, a new beginning, a new foundation, and building and growing together. So that sounds really good. All right, so let's see what your charms have to say. Like that fairy king. And your victory. Very nice. This is a definite yes. Actually, I feel compelled to get a definite yes or no on this. Is pile 2 separation ending? Twin flame separation, is it ending? Is pile 2? Yes. All right, it is. So that's confirmation right there. Your separation is ending. All right, so let's see what the charms have to say. All right. So you have this is like from the fortune teller dollhouse set, and it represents to me the wheel of the year. I feel like this, from now forth, there's going to be a new life, right? New life. Your year is going to be quite, your world and your life and your year is going to be completely affected by this new change in it. You've got Belle. She's full of unconditional love, so remember to keep that focus. There could be a dance between you and your beast. Let's see what you got. You got good kiss, more goodness, an idea. A good kiss is a good idea, yes. And it's happy and sweet. So somebody here might be tall and beautiful. My daughter's very interested, well, she always was really in love with giraffes and had quite a collection, and I just saw my daughter as tall and beautiful. She had a shirt that said that. Also we have charming, the charming Libra, so maybe Libra's out there. Oh, a star of hope here too. You have YD, that could represent year to date, your divine, or you decide what it represents. Could be somebody's initials. We have the sewing machine of creativity. We have the little kids. This could represent twin flames, and it can also represent children involved, or could represent an idea, fresh idea, new life, family, things like that. Look, you guys, you got the ring. So this could be an engagement, a proposal coming up with the letter S. We also have the cello, deep and beautiful music, a nice voice, a deep romantic voice, and romantic connections. There's a key here. Keys represent solutions and opening doors up. So definitely feel like the things opening up for you. And I like the two string instruments. Feels like maybe the cello and the viola, like they're duetting each other, you know, like perfect harmony here. You've got oh, that one's good. This one is the Junior Achievement Award. Yeah, it feels like that victory card, like you're achieving things. Definitely, you're having some victory here. So yeah, you got 2 hangers, which to me makes, you got a little hanger, so maybe you're gonna dress up your kids too, or your pets or something. Or this is like buying lingerie, and then this is buying regular clothes. But definitely pamper yourself and buy yourself some new outfits. And then you have the wheel. This is the captain's wheel. It can represent the wheel of fortune, and fortune is smiling on you now. It's a new phase in your life, a new cycle. So enjoy it, and you know, take hold of it, and I feel very appreciative that this is coming your way. A lot of beautiful, positive energy here, especially in pile 2. So congratulations and good luck to your future. If you need anything, feel free to check out that description box. At the very bottom is my email address, where I can give you a private reading if this resonated with you, but you really want to know specifically to your circumstances. We can do something like this for you. Also, check out all the other links that you see there, places where you can find me and things that you can buy. Check out the different tabs in my playlists and everything. Just a lot to see here. Hang out with me on Instagram and TikTok. And hello, subscribers. Thanks for coming back. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing and hitting that bell for notifications so you can get the new latest videos that come out all the time. All right, and I just want to give my members a big kiss. Members are ultra special, and they get certain tiers with perks, and I'll tell you all about it later. If you want to watch the whole video to the end after pile 3, you can. Otherwise, skip down to the end of pile 3 so you can hear out my members shout out. All right, I'm going to move on to the next. All right, last but not least, we have pile Desert Rose. So let's see if you're going to be, is a separation ending for you soon, or you and your counterpart coming out of separation. Let's ask the romantic fairy. Let's see what the romantic fairy has to say about you and your counterpart coming out of separation. This could be one of many separations that you've gone through in your relationship, situationship. I don't know, let's see. Maybe not. Oh. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna just flash you those. Those 3 were the ones that were poking. I'm just gonna put these 2 back, I guess. But this could be a workplace romance for some of you. I'm just saying, some of you might resonate with that. But it also could represent a higher calling. You both are working on, you're meant to be together because you have a higher destiny together. You're better together than apart. The rekindle could represent an ex coming back, but in twin flame relationship, often don't ever officially break up. Sometimes it's just suddenly there's a distance, and then what just happened, you know? And so that could be also true. So you could have had an official breakup with your twin flame, you know, or official breakup. I don't know how to put it. Like, this is your twin flame, but you might have been dating as if you were just a regular couple, and you had a breakup, and now they're coming back to you. So you can think of it that way. Some of you try to follow along a sort of certain 3D experience together. Others of you might have never met your very first time, but there's other ways to separate. You could have been ghosted or blocked or whatever, or just been in non-communication for a very long period. Anyway, either way, it's ending, because I feel, yes, with the twin flame union, your time has come. You will soon unite in heart, body, mind, and soul with your twin flame, which makes me really want to know, okay, so when is this going to happen? Let's use the angel answers to find out. When will this happen? And when is soon? It's funny because stumbled upon a TikTok video, and the lady said, angels are telling me soon, but they're also laughing because soon is such a relative word, and it means something different on the other side than it does on our side. So I'm like, yeah, okay, great. So what does that mean? So it's not now anyway. Soon doesn't mean today anyway. Let's see if we can pin down the right time. You got not the right time, so we're gonna try again. So what is the right time? Talk to me. It's not today, maybe not tomorrow, or even a month from now. Pile 1 got summer, so that was lucky. Well, maybe Spirit wants to be quiet. I got it. I know. You want to be quiet? The angel answers don't want... Oh, within a few weeks. Now that is soon. That is soon. Okay. 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 I see you, Spirit. So let's validate timing some more with the Faery Forecast. See if any timing comes out from Faery Forecast. What is coming in the future, and maybe the when can come out. Be more specific too. Let's see. So when is this happening? And what's the atmosphere going to be like? Snow flurries. All right. Well, it could be lots of things. Snow flurries can represent the feeling of cold outside but warm inside. You're dealing with two extremes. You're dealing with dualities. You're dealing with, but there's going to be this, there is a protection, you know, the home represents a protection from the weather. But the flurries also represent a light-hearted spirit energy. Like, it's like a dance, and they sparkle like diamonds. So there's a sense of frivolity and playfulness and lightheartedness. It's not like a storm, it's more like a joyful feeling. So for some of you, it can be in a snowy situation. That's possible. For some of you, especially in the southern hemisphere, that could be happening. I don't know if it's happening within a few weeks in the southern hemisphere. You guys tell me if you guys get it snow down there in the next few weeks. Otherwise, it could be a specific vacation that somebody makes to a snowy place. But I really feel like the snow, more than anything, represents a metaphor. This is just sort of the outside world and the inner world, an outer-inner world balance here. You know, it represents a time of stillness and peace. You could be meeting someone, and this could really be more focused on the cabin itself, a place, you know. And it could be a log cabin in the woods, one that you might often use at a ski lodge or something similar to that. This is the description, or the image shows a combination of cold outdoors and cozy warmth of the indoors, knowing you will be safe and warm inside. And it represents a secluded place, as if, you know, getaway far from the world. And it has sort of a hermit card feel to it, but it's for two. All right, so those are some more clues right there. Let's see what the Moonology has to say. So it may or may not reflect the moon phase when this, you know, at the moment that this happens, but it just might. You just never know. All right. Oh, this is going to be one of those serendipitous blue moon events. Believe in the impossible. That's what you're getting. All right. So yes, this is happening. If you believe, you know, it's this whole miracle kind of thing. And you're very close to achieving your goal. All right. So I feel the serendipity here. I feel like the right place, the right time, everything kind of falling in line, kind of vibe here. So let's see what the Energy Oracle has to say. if you don't see it happening in the next few weeks, then maybe within the next few weeks, there will be a certain development towards your goals, you know? All right, let's see. Because I feel like a lot of you are going to be coming out of separation, of like the non-communication part of the separation very soon. Then the union part may take a little bit longer, but we'll see. We'll see what the other cards have to say about it. The Energy Oracle. Let's see what the Energy Oracle has to say. You've got Door to Spirit and the Temple Path. So very spiritual situation here. It's like a divine, definitely divine timing, divine moment, very auspicious, very believe in the blue moon vibes here. And here's again a place, you know, could be like at a spa, some kind of spiritual retreat spa place, you know, if you want to see it as maybe a location, because we've got these buildings coming out. So the Door to Spirit is about spiritual awakenings and new beginnings. There's all these beautiful orbs of light dancing around. It's talking about unlimited potential. It's talking about your eternal identity, and maybe it's representing source, and maybe the two of you coming back at last to source energy, because that's where your souls stem from, a mutual source. It also is talking about changes that are happening deep in your core, and it heralds increasing powers too. Like your union was going to bring up a leveling up and an evolution and new psychic abilities and other creative abilities that you didn't have before. So you might become more intuitive and more aware of Spirit's presence, more powerful in your own healing. And so this whole new magical feeling, this magic energy, and a chance to discover the power of your own and true identity. Very nice, very, very nice. That with the Temple Path, it's talking about your purpose and that you're supported in this purpose. So you are supporting each other, but you might have also kindreds that support you. Maybe you'll be going to a place where there's like-minded people and kindreds. This represents your spiritual evolution and the winding path you are on that leads to the temple in a lovely garden, symbolizing the spiritual destiny of your soul. It's so fun because in the Lenormand, the garden represents social settings. You know, it can sometimes represent social media as well. So consider that this actual location, maybe, you know, where the separation will finally end, will have to be online and in this type of social setting, a certain type of social setting, before you go to the physical, tangible union. I don't know why I keep getting that, but I do keep getting this message that is kind of like a 2 or 3 step phase towards union, but it's happening. You're coming out of this separation, and there's a few steps along the way, but it's happening, okay? Also, the adjustment card did come out too, so I feel like that is a clue that there's certain things that you have to do before you get the whole shebang, basically. So yeah, this is going to be a wonderful life-expanding time, so keep your mind, your personal priorities, as well as your spiritual connection focused, and follow your higher intentions, and your life is going to move forward in dramatic ways, connecting with Spirit and your higher self, and have what you will learn about yourself and your connection with your person will have amazing influence on other people as well. So I feel like you will also be beginning this journey of helping others as well. All right, and then finally we have the Enchanted Tarot here. Let's just see what might be happening What are things that we can see? All right, you have you have the Two of Hearts. Very nice. Perfect partnerships, connecting in a very loving way, growth in progress in your journey, but also getting that tangible physical connection that you seek. And let's see what else. One more. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles also represents divine timing. To me also, just everything aligning perfectly for this union, for these two hearts to unite. So believe in the impossible. You have the Princess of Wands. She came out on my private reading today. So the Princess is kind of young energy. So there'll be a bit of, it's not necessarily naive, but it'll be a very youthful spirit. And which sometimes is the best attitude to have when you're dealing with spirit. You know, if you tap into the wonder of child, or that learner's permit, and that, you know, the no ego, but the wide-eyed, open eagerness to learn and receive and accept truths and knowledge and things. I feel like that's how kind of what the Princess represents here. And Wands represents fire and flame. So the feminine flame here is burning bright for the masculine. And very much, even though there is an action kind of essence when it comes to fire and Wands, there is also this a nice balance with a receptive energy. It looks also too like she might be getting a letter. See, this is what I was thinking. I feel the first thing that's going to happen when you come out of this, I'm saying separation, will be a message, a written message. Could be hand letter, like in the olden days, or it could be, you know, DM, a text, email, something like that. Some kind of message, some kind of opening of your counterpart's heart, soul, that together, you two together are guided in a spiritual sense to climb these steps to the next phase of your situationship and towards the union. I don't feel like this doesn't have, even though we had within a few weeks, the timing here is still a little bit open. I feel like you will come out of separation or non-communication within a few weeks. But I think everything else really could be, I mean, you could cycle around again. You know, there's possibility for that too. You could go back into separation before you come into union again. But I feel because the Twin Flame card came out, the Union card came out, this might be the last time you cycle through these phases that you've been in, and now is your time for union. So that's very exciting. All right, so let's see what your charms have to say. So yeah, and interesting, where some of you will be in an actual workplace, or it could be like an online kindred soul community place too, where you might feel connected. But anyway, yeah, we definitely need to put these guys on top. Okay, so let's see what your charms have to say. You got a lot of messages. So you have true, you have why. Be sure to ask yourself, oh, you do have a week, within a few weeks. See, color, a good color. There's this amazing book that I talked to you a little bit about in my playlist, books, rituals, whatever. It's kind of like the whatever. It's like, it's the catch drawer, you know, of all these different other subjects that I'm interested in and wanted to share with you. But I have like a favorite books list. And the book that kind of started me off on my whole journey is Linda Goodman's Star Signs. And she has chapters for pretty much every subject you could possibly want. And one of them has to do with color magic. So there could be something to that for you, like a color magic for you. You've got Hope, California. You've got Play and Grace. And Asia, so it could be an Asia situation. It could also represent the band Asia, and then one of their songs is Only Time Will Tell, so it can have to do something with that. We have also Chinese symbols coming out, so there's possibility with that. And this is love, and it was given to me by my uncle, who's a Scorpio, and I'm a Scorpio, and it had a citron in it representing the month of November. So both Scorpios and Sagittarians who want to share that. And that's another thing that book goes into, like color and also gemstones and what to wear according to your sign and things like that. Those are all might be things that you start to discover or get back into if you already have read things about that, and might be interested in just little, that could be the what you're looking up or what you do when this thing happens, where the serendipitous thing that happens that connects the two of you. Let's look at that. See, there's the temple. Wow, you guys, there it is. And the steps and the path, and there's children and couples. Interesting. And believe in impossible. I feel like you're very close, and I feel like what's happening is you know, maybe a lot of you have gone through this worst case scenario in your head, and now you're just saying, I'm not going to keep focusing on the worst case scenario. I'm going to go into the best case scenario in my mind. Maybe, you know, another place that I've been diving into is magnetize yourself. And she has subliminal. So this is a way you can program or rethink things to help attract what you want in your life. Things like that could be helping you right now. You have the butterfly of transformation. You have good luck. Look, you have artistry here. You could be meeting through some kind of art class, or that could be a catalyst. You have the fish of abundance and finance and recognition and fortune. You have the Lady of Fatima, which represents, she came to, I think it's Portugal. We have the a basket of apples, so lots of abundance here. Also spirit here, and with the cross I think of more traditional religion, and to say that you can both be spiritual but also have the religious practice, and religion sometimes, just if done right, it represents both, you know, represents a beautiful connection with spirit within a certain kind of ritualistic rules and ceremony, and all of that can be very beautiful. There's nothing wrong with that, and maybe you and your counterpart will find something like that too, that where you connect. You definitely have a very yin-yang energy between you, and also very sexy energy, explosive, orgasmic energy, more France here, French connection, and building a place, again with the buildings and the places, the temples and the cottages and places where you might meet. Two of them, and this could also represent two very high level people that have, like, You know, I see sometimes the two houses coming out, and to me that represents two homes being merged. But with two towers coming out, definitely tower represents the official person or the twin flame. And so both are here, or two are here, you know. It also makes me think that there's a loftiness, you know, there's this evolved couple or evolved merging of people's ideals, spirits, and the whole shebang too, you know. The scissors here I think they could just represent creativity because they're not open, so there might not need to be anything cut anymore. Maybe all the cutting has been done. You have, but there is a lot, there's also a mix of light and dark here, a sexy dark night energy vibe. And you have, you also have the light here too. You have the crown, which it could be the crown chakra, getting downloads. Also, to me, it represents kings and queens and royalty, divine masculine and feminine, emperor, empress. And also with the key, it could be a key to open anything or find solutions. And you have love. And yes, oh, wow. Very nice connection here with beautiful protection from spirit and a prosperous feeling, a very prosperous vibe for the two of you. And so definitely coming out of separation. What I see before anything though is coming out of a non-communication. That will be first. Okay? So, if you like that, give it a thumbs up. Feel free to comment below. Check out my description box for more links and places where you can find me. And at the very bottom is my email address if you want to get a private reading. We can do this all for you, specifically for you and your situation. I mean, the sky's the limit when it comes to topics and questions that you ask me. And I do have some specific readings, like I have Twin Flame first, if you're interested in that. But that comes later after we establish a little bit of a connection together. But I can definitely do something like this for you, where you can get some energies about your separation or your communication situation, whatever the case may be, whatever is holding you up, you know, in your situation. Also, if you don't even know if you're in a twin flame relationship, I can help, you know, help you, you know, figure that out and see what comes out for that. All right, so I wanted to give my subscribers a big hug. Thank you so much. And visitors, hello. And if you're visiting, please feel free to subscribe. I would love to have you as part of the Sparkles of Light here. And just hit that bell for notifications, and that's it. Just anywhere you see subscription, there's a little fairy hanging out there. You hit, if you touch her, that subscribes you, and it doesn't cost anything, and it just does me a lot of good. That's all. You know, it really helps my channel. But just you guys viewing the channel, visiting and watching commercials and hanging out with me helped my channel. So thank you so much. And then yeah, so check out all the places where you can visit me: Instagram, TikTok, Smule if you like to sing with me. I sing some Van Halen songs. I don't know why Van Halen popped in my head, but anyway. And then also check out the different tabs and playlists. Playlists will, like I was saying in this reading, you might be interested in checking my playlist for the books that I like to, that can help get you going in your spiritual journey if you haven't even started. But I feel like you must have started, because you're about to meet your twin flame in this temple, in this spirit temple. Anyway, so yeah, now I'm going to shout out my members, and I'm going to give you a kiss first to the members. So my members are people who decided to donate. You can push the membership button and pick a tier, and along with each tier comes a perk, which is emojis and badges and also free readings. So hey, and last night I had a little perk of a members only reading, a live reading, so that was a lot of fun. So if you want to join in any of those kinds of things, also feel free to ask any questions along the way and reach out to me if you want to know more about any of the stuff I've been talking about. So I'm going to shout out my members and thank you so much for being with me. My Platinum Pixies are Kelsey Peltier, Lupe C, Cheryl Borelli, Claudia Lane. My Golden Fairies are Ritz, Spirit Fairy. My Twin Flames are V Monaco, Curly Girl, Luisa Silva, Gabriella G, Your Uplifting Mind. My Fool of Faithers are Claudia Coxes, Leo Sunchild, Sonny King, Anastasia Motina, Niwa. My Sparkles of Light are Liz Crowley, Chrissy Mahoney, Brandy Ward, or Chrissy Ramos Mahoney, and Sleepy Cat Yvain, Hippie Love, Jessica Johnson, Mona, Syrian Patricia, Mystic Mountains and Downs, hey girl, Amanda, Jaden, Maya, Brian, and my 1111 patrons, Melanie, Trini, and Syrian, and Brian. I think Brian's like a, maybe not 1111. And Emma just joined over too on the Patreon page. That's where I will show a lot of my artwork. I like to make decks too, like this one, and this one I didn't draw, but there are other decks that I've been drawing pictures, and it's a slow process, but I enjoy very much working on decks and creating decks for the channel as well. So go check all those things out and feel free to be a patron on my Patreon page too. And anybody who wants to collect on your perks, all you have to do is email me and say, okay, I am a 1111 Twin Flame patron. Can I please have my reading? And then there you go, you're set for the month. It doesn't roll over to the next month, and if you don't ask for your perk, then it's just considered a donation. Okay, guys? Well, I hope you guys like that. Thank you so much for joining me. Faith, Trust, and Pixie Dust.